as a part of current affairs from BRICS Academy, there is BRICS IAS Study Circle. So here is another video of current affairs, regular current affairs. Please do subscribe our channel before you start watching this, and make sure that you have all updates. If in case you want the material to be shared, WhatsApp to our number 951 3333 267. We will give you this PDF image so that you can prepare your current affairs lectures regularly. Okay, have a good day. Now before proceeding, please don't forget to subscribe, right? Okay, now current affairs may we have recently Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched Prime Minister SVAnidhi or Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme. See there how many names are there. So I want to explain in detail, and I want to give you brief information so that it will help you for prelims as well as for mains UPSC. Ministry of Housing and Urban. So for the first important question comes here, which ministry has actually implemented this or introduced this? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched PM SVAnidhi or Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme. Okay, this scheme, all the details were actually given in the newspaper. I know even if you read newspapers, it might be very difficult for you to put them in order in an organized way. So therefore, we are trying to put it in a different way, in an organized way, so that this material can be even used. If in case you're not able to get the material, you can copy from the video directly. Alright, so shall we start now? So let's see now, why is this launched? You know, the simple obvious question these days, when the COVID-19 virus is actually, this pandemic is going on across the world, so there is nothing to ask. So why is this introduced? Because of the problems, because of the COVID-19, there are a lot of poor people are actually suffering. They have been suffering, they are migrating, they're walking long distances, and there's every possibility the daily vendors, hawkers, there are so many bandiwalas. In other words, there are different bandiwalas. Indian economy mainly is dependent, Indian economy most of the poor people are actually dependent on self-employment kind of thing. There are so many bandiwalas. In a typical Hindi language, if you call it as, all these people are actually affected. They are on the street before, they are now on the streets. Not being on the street, they are affected very badly. So this program is actually to give a relief for them. See, what are the highlights of this? So your question is going to be, which of the following is true, or one of the following statement is true regarding so and so. Okay, so you should be careful about what is exactly. To enable street vendors, understood now? So PM SVAnidhi or Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme. Everybody clear? This scheme is mainly meant for street vendors. There are so many hawkers, see there, which have been hit hard due to national lockdown. It is a special micro credit facility. The very important scheme objective is micro credit facility to provide affordable loans up to 10,000 rupees. Affordable loans up to 10,000 rupees. Obviously, for those people, 10,000 make a big lot of difference nowadays. Yes or no? Everybody clear? So it is a special micro credit facility plan to provide affordable loan. That is, there is a criticism that government is always giving loans. It's okay, but something has to be better than nothing, right? They must be getting a loan facility. That also nobody is giving. You ask anybody during this season, such people, obviously people will say COVID-19 is going on. Where is the money coming from? So government has seriously decided to do it. So think positively always, okay? Up to how much? 50. So the one very important point, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched PM SVAnidhi, especially for street vendors. It is a micro credit facility. That is the next point you can say. Up to 10,000 rupees loan for more than 50 lakh street vendors across the country. Everybody clear? Yes. Now third point is the scheme is valid until March 2022. So we are in 2020. The scheme is going to be extended. This particular scheme is going to be extended not only in 2021 but also till March. So another two financial years it is announced. It's a pretty good scheme. If in case the street vendors are aware of this, if in case they come under the back, there are certain terms and conditions, eligibility we are going to study. Okay, next one, Small Industries Development Bank of India is the technical partners. They might ask you a question, which of the following bank is actually a development partner? So we have got Industrial Development Bank of India, which is actually catering to the large scale industries, and it has got a subsidiary one, that is Small Industries Development Bank of India, which is mainly for implementing. So where money is coming from, where is the money coming from? Money is actually coming through SIDB. Government has enabled SIDB to provide this finance to 50 lakh street vendors up to 10,000 loan micro credit plan introduced by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So suddenly what happens? Why am I insisting on ministry name? I'll tell you. Most of the time they'll give you finance minister, then you will have, okay, finance ministry is the best answer. Labor ministry, they can give you options like labor ministry, finance ministry, commerce ministry, industry ministry. They can give so many options, right? So you need to understand it is introduced by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. That is the funniest thing, right? Okay, next one, it will manage the credit guarantee to the lending institutions through credit guarantee fund trust for micro and small enterprises. It will manage the credit, it will mean Small Industries Development Bank of India will manage. That means all those banks which are actually supporting the street vendors in terms of providing micro loans like this, SIDB is like a big father. It is going to help them. If in case those banks are actually lending money, the guarantee will be extended by SIDB. So SIDB is like a big Anna, big brother is going to take care of these things. Understood? Yes? That is clear. So I can expect four important concepts here. Number one, the program name. They can ask you the program that was launched exclusively for street vendors is what? PM SVAnidhi. In other words, Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi Scheme. Understood? Loan is up to how much? 10,000 rupees. How many people are going to be covered? 50 lakh vendors. And it is eligible till, they might give you eligible till what time? 2022 March. And which is the bank that is going to extend a credit guarantee for the loans which are taken by these people? Small Industries Development Bank of India. Small Industries Development Bank of India. Everybody clear? Yes, all of you? Next one is loans. Under this scheme, vendors can get working capital loan of up to 10,000 rupees, which is repayable in monthly installments within 1 year. So 10,000 rupees is extended to street vendors, especially with a repayment plan of 1 year. So monthly, if you could see 10,000 divided by 12 months, it's very less, right? On timely yearly repayment of the loan, if in case they are regularly paying this loan up to 2020, this scheme is going to be available. In an interest subsidy of 7% per annum will be credited. If in case they are regular, timely in terms of paying EMI, there is an incentive. How much is the incentive? 7% of interest per annum is going to be given as a subsidy. Understood? Yes. And this is given through direct benefit transfer on 6 months basis. I mean, this whatever incentive, that interest rate incentive, that is 7% interest rate incentive, whatever is there, it will be given to them direct benefit. Okay. Every 6 months they will be given. Suppose if the loan is taken, so 2 years until 2022 March we are extending the scheme. Until this, if people keep on borrowing, 1 year schedule every 6 months we are going to give them. We will see 6 months what you call regularity of the person who took the loan. If in case he is paying regularly, we are going to give him 7% interest as a benefit, direct transfer. Alright, there will be no penalty on early repayment of loan. If in case you want to close the loan, if you want to foreclose the loan, you actually have taken loan for, let's say, 1 year. If you want to foreclose the loan, there is no penalty or anything, etc. Okay, that is one thing. So once again, I want to tell you, this was introduced by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. PM SVAnidhi, exclusively meant for street vendors. Loan of up to 10,000 rupees will be given for a term period of 1 year. Monthly EMI they can pay. SIDB, Small Industries Development Bank of India, is going to be giving a credit guarantee for this, and the loan is extended, the scheme is extended till 2022 March. And how many people are going to be benefited? 50 lakh street vendors are going to be benefited. Everybody clear? Yes. And under this, basically working capital. So you need to understand very clearly what for they are getting this loan. Working capital requirement they are getting, right? If in case they have been regular, sincere, on a 6 months basis, we will see their sincerity in terms of prepaying the loan. Then we will give them 7%. Government will give them 7% interest subsidy. So maximum chunk. Everybody clear? Yes, there is no, if in case anybody wanted to close it earlier than the duration, they don't have any penalty in this regard. Alright, this is how when you prepare for prelims you have to revise aggressively. Lot of aggressive revision is very important. If you don't revise like this, you will again forget and again you have to read. So in IAS, since there is a vast syllabus and you don't always have a 5-year plan, no, I will read it again, I will read it again, never happens. Trust my experience, please. Though I used to read 10 to 12 hours a day, but still we never used to find time to read the same concept again and again. So first reading, first hit has to be such a hit, I'm telling you, it should be stored in your brain. Alright, next one, who are eligible? The scheme is applicable to vendors, hawkers, all bandiwalas, theliwalas, rairiwalas, thelipad in different areas context to supply of goods. And who will actually, I mean, they are busy in supplying goods and services, but they're all basically vegetable vendors. All these people will be covered. Street vendors belonging to surrounding peri-urban, in the sense urban areas, suburban areas will be covered. Rural areas also, semi-urban in the sense there are some towns, like not exclusive villages. In villages you won't find bandiwalas, obviously you will find mostly big cities and semi-urban areas and rural areas, rural towns especially will find these people. These are all going to be eligible for this. Then why is it needed now? That is the best question. So I divided the news, the current affairs news in such a way. First thing is, what is this? Second thing is, what loans will be provided? Third one is, who are actually eligible? Clearly, if in case they ask you which of the following is true related to eligibility condition of so and so, I gave you clearly what is given in the newspaper. Then what is it needed now? Obviously, this lockdown, COVID-19, most uncertain thing which has never been expected, and it has hit not only you and me, everybody. But people above middle class who have got secured jobs, they are okay, but these people are badly affected, so we need to look at them, right? Okay, see there, the lockdown has affected lives of many people, especially these daily wages. Okay, street vendors usually work with small capital base. Every day they have to sell something, then only they will be able to survive. Their survival has been worst affected. Further, they might have consumed their savings because almost 2 months has gone. First 15 days they must have managed, but they are not the people who will have big gold, etc. Maybe few cases they will have, but they are not mentally prepared for this. So they will always depend on daily sales and daily wages. So that is one thing. Therefore, there is an urgent need that we need to provide affordable working capital for these people, that too for the next 1 year, without having any additional EMI burden. If in case you give them more, you will collect from them more. That's why 10,000 rupees would definitely help them to start continuing, but it might not be sufficient depending on the nature of work, but at least something is better than nothing. A kind of succor is given to these street vendors. So PM SVAnidhi is a program which is directly hitting and benefiting whom? Street vendors. Alright, 10,000, SID B, etc. etc. You need to. This is how exactly your prelims preparation and mains preparation has to go. So look at the newspaper cutting I have here. Okay, this is how you have to always have a newspaper cutting. And so see, the scheme incentivizes a benefit for repayment of loans under digital platform, striving for PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, PM SVAnidhi, SVAnidhi. Understood? Street vendors A, street S, vendors V, Atmanirbhar A, Nidhi. Okay, see there. The scheme incentivizes digital receipts, payments using means, like that means if they want to repay the money, how will they repay the money? Yes, they can pay even using debit card, credit card, etc. etc. Yes, and that means they not only take directly to the bank account the loan which is eligible, they also have the facility to repay the loan through various digital payment options. That's what it says. And monthly cashback, if in case you are so sincere and you show your sincerity, monthly cashback of 50 rupees on 50 eligible transactions up to 25, another 25 rupees on 100 to further, etc. etc. So there is some incentive like this. NPCI means National Payments Corporation of India. That is actually regulating all the payment banks, like UPI version. All payment banks, they are going to it is going to manage. Scheme is clear? Yes. Continue preparing. Please do subscribe the channel. Have a good day.